Well, all right. Man, another nail biter, guys. Holy crap, was that a good game. I was on the edge of my seat down at the center. Pulled out the win, pulled out the victory. Sixers needed this one. 120 to 116 victory over the Brooklyn Nets, fellas and gals. If any gals do watch. But 120 to 116. Why are we struggling with these New York teams? We should be running over these teams, mowing them down, walking all over them. I mean, we played them a couple games ago. We smoked them. They came down here, came down to Philly, down to South Philly at the Wells Fargo Center. They put up a good fight. Didn't look good at all. One thing that's been biting us all year was turnovers, but we only had 5 tonight, guys. We barely had any turnovers at all. So, awesome end for the Sixers not turning the ball over. We just shot a very, very poor game tonight. Only shot about 45%. Luckily, the Nets only shot 45% too. 44%, I mean. So they didn't shoot much better, but they're an abysmal team. I mean, this roster, the Nets roster is more barren than Rosie O'Donnell's vagina. I mean, good God. There is absolutely no talent on that team. So, for us to really struggle against them should not happen. But, in old Sixers fashion, it did. We came out with the victory. Started off very sluggish. Playing from behind lately. Did it with the Knicks last night. Same thing tonight. We just couldn't get the offense really going. Real stagnant. We couldn't knock down our shots. Everything was bubbling in and out of the rim. It was difficult tonight, but it's all right. We got the win, and we played defense when it really mattered the most. Got 9 steals tonight, so we were in the passing lanes. Great. Embiid had a couple emphatic blocks. He really started off slow, too. He came on strong at the end of the game, much like he did against the Knicks. 19 rebounds. He was a beast on the glass tonight. An absolute monster. He was a vacuum, just getting every rebound he could. You know, Ben Simmons was aggressive tonight. That's the Ben I like to see. Only 2 rebounds shy of getting another triple-double. As we all know, he got back-to-back triple-doubles. I was hoping he was going to go for the hat trick and get 3 for 3. Wasn't able to do that, but I thought he had an outstanding game tonight. He got that steal at the end of the game, too, to put us closer and up. And fantastic from the free throw line tonight, guys. 22 of 26. Those 4 free throws at the end of the game sunk them. Really, that was the end of the game right there. I was a little nervous, too, because we're not the best free throw shooting team. I know we're towards the bottom. I think overall the team shoots about 74%. But with TJ in there, knocking them down, and then Embiid hit a career-high 11 free throws tonight. I mean, what better else, what better birthday present could you get for JoJo than to get the victory? I mean, yeah, it was over the Brooklyn Nets, but still. We struggled with them, and any team on any given night can really win on this court. Much like in any sport. They were hungry. What really kept the Nets in this game was threes. They knocked down 15 threes tonight. Just poor perimeter defense, as it's been all year. But we really locked it down there towards the end. We had a lot of high energy towards the end as well. And Brett's playing a little bit different rotations here. Covington didn't play as many minutes. He only had about 23 minutes tonight, and that might be something to look forward to towards the end of the season. We only got 14 games, so maybe he should flirt with us a little more. We didn't have Covington out there. He's a guy that's a very streaky shooter. One night he'll give you 24. Other nights he'll give you about 4 points, which is very frustrating, especially for a guy that you paid a lot of money. He gets a lot of minutes, so you expect a lot of production out of him. We don't get that all the time out of Covington. He's just a very inconsistent shooter, a very inconsistent player, even. I thought he did pretty good tonight on the defensive end. Yeah, he ended up with 4 fouls in only 23 minutes, but I think he had a couple key plays there when Simmons got that steal, and then Cov got that layup to tie it up at 113, and then he hit that 3 to put us up, which was huge. Wide open. He should get buckets like that. That's the Covington we need. We need him to hit wide open threes and just play his ass off on defense. That's his calling card on the defensive end. We don't get it out of him every night. And maybe playing him a little less minutes will benefit him later on down the road and even maybe through his Sixers career. And, he is getting consistent, but what do you want Brett Brown to do? It's not like there's a guy on that bench that deserves his spot over him, I don't think. So you kind of have to force his hand and play Covington about 32 minutes plus, night in and night out. But he's our best, I'd say one of our best defenders on our team, so he's got to be in there night in and night out. He's just got to knock down his shots consistently. Ben Simmons missed them 2 free throws. I thought maybe that was going to affect us. Luckily it didn't, knock on wood. And I was talking, with a couple of my friends down at the Sixers game too. I was discussing when it came down when there was 20 seconds left and we were up 3. Obviously you want to play some tight defense, and Spencer Dinwiddie got shut down. Covington did a good job on him in that last shot. But, us being up 3, you want to foul the defender, so he's only got the 2 free throws. They're not going to be able to tie it up, or for some luck of God, they nail the 3 and we foul them and they get a 4-point play. The percentages probably don't lean in the best way of that happening, but you never know. A shot could go up, you could get a ticky-tacky foul, and that could be the game over for you. So I thought it was a great job by Brett Brown dictating to his players to foul right at the end of the game so they couldn't tie it up. They get to 2 free throws. If they miss, we get the rebound, game over. Just like it happened. We sunk our free throws, end of the game. I'm really big into that philosophy. I've seen Greg Popovich do it over the years, and I'm a true believer in doing that. Who cares about the foul? They get the 2 free throws, whatever. You still win by 1. But obviously you still got to play smart basketball, box out, get the rebound. But the percentages are in your favor if that happens. I thought it was headsy play a headsy play by J.J. Redick to really get that pump fake and get the foul to get to the free throw line. That's the type of stuff we have to do. That's the type of things we haven't been doing during the season when we've been fumbling around, blowing 20-point leads once or twice during the games. Stuff like that is what we really need to do to slow stuff down, get some easy points, and get us into a rhythm. Because a lot of the time it doesn't look like the Sixers even run offensive plays. It's just like street ball out there. It's a lot of ISO. You watch one guy and a bunch of dudes are just standing around, or it's just a free-for-all where they're just throwing the ball back and forth to each other, which with sloppy passing, halfway across the court, you never want to throw it halfway across the court. It's just not smart basketball, and we've done that a lot this year, not in this game. But a lot of times it just don't. There's no offensive sets out there. But, against the Knicks, too, I thought we played really into their hand earlier in the game against New York. When JoJo wasn't down there on the block, they turned him into a jump shooter, and we don't want that. We want him to really live on the block. Just go down there and eat, big guy. Go down there, nobody can stop you, and I think he falls in love with his jump shot a little too much, and that hurts us. Not only hurts his game, but it hurts the flow of our game because he wants to turn into like a stretch 4 almost. And that's Brett Brown's philosophy. We love to jack up a lot of threes, which I hate sometimes. I'm more happy with us going to get the easy 2. 3 is obviously better than 2, but when you don't shoot a good percentage from three-point land and you're going out there and shooting 30-something threes a night, it's very frustrating. But knock on wood, we've got these 2 last wins with teams we shouldn't struggle with. These are teams we should handle easily. If you guys saw that Pacer game, that was a heartbreaker. We lost our 11-home win streak there. Game we should have won, sloppy basketball. And the NBA should be ashamed of themselves, not only with the Sixers, but around the league. The officiating is horrible. It's horrendous. Some of these calls that they give to these players, it's asinine. That flagrant foul, I don't know if really Embiid deserved that. But these guys aren't even getting touched half the time. They're acting, they're flopping out there, and the refs are falling for it. It slows the game down. I think it makes the league look, like a bunch of jackasses. Squidward, it makes you look really, really bad. Thank God they're not changing the playoff format for now. Who knows if in the near future he's going to change it. But they really have to take a hard look at the officiating. because it's gaudy. It's painful to watch sometimes, and it can really hurt the flow of a team. And some of the shit they're calling, I mean, some of it's not even going into the superstar treatment. It was bad tonight, too. A lot of iffy calls. So I hope the NBA looks into that. The NFL has looked into it. The playoffs during the NFL playoffs this year was awesome. There wasn't a lot of ticky-tacky fouls, and I love to see that. I hope that carries over with the NBA, too. I hope there's not a lot of bullshit fouls. So Sixers get their 38th win tonight. And if you look at our schedule for the rest of the season, we got 14 games left, 9 at home, 5 on the road, but very favorable. We have the easiest schedule left after the All-Star break. We had the easiest schedule to date. So there's no reason the Sixers shouldn't at least get 46, 48 wins. Dare I say even 50? It's possible. You still got to play Charlotte. You play Brooklyn again. We play Atlanta twice. Dallas is in there. We play Minnesota, I think it's this Saturday. Cleveland's going to be a tough matchup. And we play Milwaukee at the end of the year, too. It's our last game. So these are playoff games. These should be getting us ready for playoffs, because this is easy. Teams we could easily be playing during the playoffs this year. So that Milwaukee game when we played them last week was awful. We blew 2 20-point leads. So we really got to win that game at the end of the year, just because that could be a team we possibly face sometime in the playoffs. Sixers could possibly. We were only half a game behind the Wizards. They play tomorrow. Obviously we have off. We play Charlotte on Monday. So maybe we can gain some ground there. They don't have John Wall back, even though they've been playing better ball without him. Is it safe to say I think the Sixers could even maybe land the 4 seed when it's all said and done? If we take care of business like we did against the Knicks and Brooklyn. But there's no way we should, it should be a nail-biter with these teams. We should be walking on them. Because what are we going to do when we face real competition? Like the Pacers or the Wizards, Milwaukee, that actually have talent on their squad. We're going to be struggling a little bit. I know we're not going to be turning the ball over only 5 times. With teams that are above 500, we seem to turn it over 20+. But I was happy to see we cut down on that. Perimeter defense we really still need to improve on. We got to get JoJo going a little bit more, but I love the aggressive nature of Ben Simmons tonight. I want to see him play like that night in and night out, while he's also distributing the ball, picking up tempo, and pushing the ball up the floor for us to really go. Because I think we can be a really exciting team if we use an up-tempo, game plan with him at the point. We saw a lot of jumpers at him tonight, which I love to see. It's all right if you're missing, Ben. Just keep firing him up. It's not going to matter. I know he just gets discouraged when he does miss, but that's what you got to do. You want to improve on your shooting, you just got to keep practicing and keep jacking those shots up, dude. Just keep putting them up. Doing your work, though. You can split double teams, no problem. The kid can get to the 10 at any point, any will at time. We know he's got great footwork down on the post, which we don't see a lot of, but his passing's impeccable. You got JoJo to really help you out there. I thought JJ played really good. All those guys with 20-plus points tonight. That's what we really need. That's the winning recipe. Sarge didn't have the greatest game tonight. We got great energy from Justin Anderson. Definitely on the defensive end, too. Towards the end, he made a great play at the end of the game. He hit a couple shots. So if we can get consistent play at it, let's just say Justin Anderson, Ilyasova, and TJ off the bench, they chip in like 8 to 10 points each. We're looking at a solid squad. Our bench was so weak, but picking up Bellinelli and Ilyasova has improved our chances. And don't forget about Fultz. That's what I want to say. But the kid has been looking a lot better with his shot selection. All the videos, I know we've all seen them. They've all been leaked. When is he coming back? I still don't think he comes back this year. I don't know if they would risk it, even if we are going to make a deep playoff run. I just don't see it happening. I think they're just going to continue with the red shirt, get him ready for next season. It's worked for Ben Simmons. It worked for Joel Embiid. They got a good system going on here. I would love to have Fultz out there. I think he would improve our bench. The kid is killing it. But it's all about money. It's going to affect his endorsement deal, I'm sure, if he wins Rookie of the Year. Kind of like the whole situation with Ben Simmons. But great win tonight. Play Charlotte there on Mondays, the next home game. Let's get this, guys. 38 wins. Who would have thought at the beginning of the year we'd be talking about the Sixers in the 6th seed of the playoffs? I thought we'd be limping in maybe, but they've been playing good basketball. It's been stressful. I've been ripping my hair out. I lost my voice the other night at the Pacers game. They're still very frustrating to watch. But as long as they get that W, it doesn't matter how sloppy the game is. As long as they learn from it, which they haven't this season with the turnovers, but they're getting W's. That's all I really care about. You know, getting to the playoffs, making a little playoff run. I'm not expecting this team to win the championship this year, but it's all positive things moving forward. JoJo's looked good. He's been playing back-to-backs. The kid's been injury-prone for 2.5 years, you know. He looks great. His stamina looks like it's finally back up. We've got potential Hall of Famer. I know it's early, but Ben Simmons looks like a transcendent player. Transcendent player, not transcendent player. Transcendent player. Kid's an animal. No way in hell he should lose Rookie of the Year. I think he should run away with it. Donovan Mitchell's giving him, you know, a fight, but Ben just affects the game. And I'm not even being a homer, but he just affects the game more than just scoring. With his ability to see the floor, get assists and rebounds, and push up tempo. Donovan Mitchell just lights it up. Of course. And being the way the NBA is and how they give out their awards, it's probably going to go in Donovan Mitchell's way. But there's no way in hell Ben Simmons should lose this. So I'm hoping the league doesn't screw us on this one too. Because we know how much Squidward hates Philadelphia and the way we've built our team. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's an accolade. It is what it is. So we got Ben Simmons, then we got Fultz in the wings. So don't give up on this kid, guys. It sucks that he's not playing. Y'all can say he's a bust. Look at Jason Tatum. Nah. This kid's going to be a superstar. So we just got to wait. I thought it was a great move. We still have the Lakers pick this year. So if you guys have been watching the tourney, been kind of scouting out to see who we're going to take. Maybe the kid, Wendell Carter, out of Duke. Really like him. There's a possibility we could get him. I know if the draft started today, I think we'd get the 10th pick with what the Lakers' record is right now. So you look at guys that maybe fall. Trey from Oklahoma, Trey Young, I think his name is, has been thrown around. I don't know if I'd really take him. I don't think he's a need. I really do like Wendell Carter Jr. from Duke. I think he'd be a nice piece. Bagley's a beast, but we're definitely not going to get him. Yeah, then you look at DeAndre Ayton. He's definitely going top pick, so he's probably going to Atlanta. But, you know, do you get a guy that can back up Embiid? Because that's a huge weakness when Embiid goes out. We have no rebounding, and teams kill us in the paint after he goes out. They just attack the rim. We've got no rebounding. We've got no shot blocking when he goes out. So that would be something to look forward to in the draft. Like a guy like Wendell Carter who can shoot a little bit, great defender, can definitely rebound. We need a little insurance for Embiid after he's not out on there on the court. So definitely a guy to watch. Duke is loaded with talent. Or maybe the kid Duval who can light it up from downtown. Another kid that we could look at with the Lakers pick. So keep a close eye on that too. We might not be looking for the top 3 picks anymore, but we're still looking to add talent in this team. And we still can utilize that pick with the Lakers because I definitely think we're going to land it this year. So that means Sacramento's pick next year will go to the Celtics. But we'll make do with what we have. And we've got 3 great pieces. Once we have Fultz out there, 2 great pieces now that we've seen play together. Exciting to be a Sixers fan, guys. This is all what we've been waiting for. Trust the process. Go Sixers. Kyle Gaffner with the Bit of Birds. I'm out. Peace.